Hello, everyone. My name is Justin Terrell, and I'm the executive director, the proud executive director of the Minnesota Justice Research Center. I've been on the job for a little over 10 weeks now, and it's been a whirlwind. And I have to say thank you to our board, the tireless advocates who have been around, making sure this work is sustained and continues to grow. I want to say thank you to our sponsors, Best Buy, Thomson Reuters, the Clean Slate Initiative, and of course, uh, uh, and the many law firms and businesses that supported this conference. Without you, this would be not happening. And I want to thank Justice Point, obviously, which we heard from Nick earlier, for supporting this work. I have so much on my mind after sitting through this conference today, and I couldn't have imagined more fuller conversations. And so I want to say thank you to everyone who has joined this conversation today, because let me just get to the point. We have a lot of work to do here in Minnesota. And I want to be clear that Minnesotans are the right people for this moment that we find ourselves in. I mean, not just because we survive crazy winters every year and know about adversity, but because we are a practical people. And the fact that we don't like conflict, and the fact that we are showing up for this conversation tells me that people are ready to do something about what we are facing in this state, so that we can go from a spark that led to outrage across the globe to being a model for what change and transformation can look like. The Minnesota Justice Research Center is a 501c3. We're a nonpartisan nonprofit. We were established 3 years ago in the year 2017. One of our founding members, Tom Johnson, who you've heard a little bit about today, and thank goodness we're going to hear a little bit more about tomorrow. I didn't know Tom personally very well, but Tom has this thing about him that Gina spoke to, about this idea around shared values. And look, we can argue on the right wing, we can argue on the left wing, but I saw a meme the other day that said it's all the same bird. And at the end of the day, there are some shared values that we have been neglecting for political posturing and for other reasons, to protect certain status quos. And I'm excited because I think the people on this call are ready to do something different. And so I want to say thank you so much to the panelists and presenters who led powerful conversations, to Dr. Tracy Kesey, to Alexis Harris. I have to definitely shout out my boy Jamil Lundy for having just an amazing list of reforms that are possible, and Leslie Redmond for joining the panel last minute because Clarence Castile is out serving his community today. I want to say thank you to Governor Walz for just being the coach voice that we needed to hear right now. Just owning what we're trying to do and owning where we have missed. I was with the governor the morning at the George Floyd Memorial when he was confronted by that reporter he talked about. And I've watched this man just navigate difficult situations in just up close and personal. And he just continues to remind me that this guy is so Minnesotan, and he is ready for the charge that we have given him as a state. And he's no politician is 100% right all the time, but I want us to support this governor. I want us to support these legislators. I want us to support folks like Janae Bates, who are just continuously calling out the truth and reminding us that these are decisions that we are making and that we can choose to make different decisions. I'll just check my notes here as I wrap up. The Minnesota Justice Research Center is focused on research, education, and policy. We believe that it is possible to build a more humane justice system that is more effective and that operates with the public's trust. That word trust came up a lot of times over the day today. And I just want to say to you, to the community, that I am dedicated to doing what I can to provide you with the data and the education tools and the policy pathways for us to be able to build trust in a system that we desperately need to rely on to ensure that our people have get what they need from our justice system. And I pause there just because something that I have to say is that we don't really have a justice system today. We have a crime and punishment system, a system that works really well for the wealthy and works really well at dividing and controlling the rest of us. And something that Brian Stevenson reminds me is that it's not a question of or a critique of the system. What it is a critique of us. Are we the folks that we want to see, or do we trust ourselves to put people in cages? Do we trust ourselves to put people in handcuffs? And I think that we have to reevaluate our shared values before we can reimagine and we have to reimagine our justice system before we can choose to continue down the path where we're at. I am just once again humbled to be here with you all. I'm thankful to be here with you all. I ask that you come back tomorrow. I ask that you go on Twitter and follow our hashtag MNJRC, MNJRC 2020, and follow along with some of the things that were said today, and share and retweet and let people know that you're a part of this conversation. I guess I'll leave you with this parting words that come from James Baldwin. It's a quote that I have on my wall. It's just a reminder that not everything that is faced will be changed, but that nothing will be changed until we face it. And what I feel we've done today is we've heard from people who are trying to face the challenges in front of us. And we brought together over 200 people on this call to say that they're willing to face the challenges in front of us as well. So I invite you to continue along with us in this struggle, and that we will do our best to provide a service that is worthy of the effort that our community needs. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.